So we are here in finicky Belfast with Chris and Adele, who's behind the camera, and we're looking at one of their projects. So give us a bit of an overview on this, Chris. What is it?
3-bed, 1-bath house in Finicky. If you know Belfast, you know where it is. It's a flip assisted sale. We can describe it in the bio or the text where it goes with the video. But
what is an assisted sale? Well, the best way to explain this is with an example. Imagine you have a property that you're trying to sell, but it's in a sorry state of affairs. You know it's in a good area, but the reason you can't sell it is due to the fact it needs refurb. However, you don't have the money to do the necessary work. This is where the assisted sale strategy comes into play. Investors like Chris and Adele can come along and agree to purchase the property for an agreed price, but pay the homeowner back once they've sold the property after doing the work. Let's say they agree on a price of 100k and they spend 40k in the refurb but sell it for 180. The seller gets the original price and the investor gets to make a nice flip profit without having to pay any financing or find a deposit pot. So the only thing you need to find is the funds for the refurb. You can also agree to split the profits on the back end, but these details about the actual structure of the deal can change depending on the deal and the homeowner. So that's a brief overview of an assisted sale. Let's get back to the refurbishment walk around with Chris.
basically, we've bought it in a way, we're renovating it, and it's going up for sale hopefully within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. How did you find it?
Through a friend of a family member who then came to us. We described what we do, how we can do it, and we've done it.
Big takeaway there, I think, is let everyone in your family know you're in property because the opportunities will come.
Oh, definitely. Like, it was unexpected.
Yeah.
It wasn't, it just came passing in a chat one day, and then we came down, met up, and here we are doing the work.
Brilliant. So let's start on the outside. What have you been doing on the outside? So obviously we can see some.
So you can see this bit's plastered. Originally, this is the mid terrace, so there was two sort of front doors. So this one was literally them to bring their bins from the front to the back of the house to the front of the house. Inside it was like a cold alleyway, bare breeze block and stuff. So we've knocked through this doorway, bricked it up, got it plastered, and it's ready to be finished outside. Just to give that. Inside you'll see it's a far better house now, better layout.
And then so you also had to rebuild this wall as well?
So the wall wasn't actually originally there, but when we were taking down, if you see this porchway, the same above this front door, it was the same over there. So we asked them neighbours, look, can we take this down, but it's going to damage your wall a bit. In turn, we'll then build this little wall, which will tie in with the rest of your house. We've still to build a pier up, but we did that for them just to keep them happy with the work we were doing. So that was all good.
Brilliant, nice, okay. Let's go in then. So new front door, or was I saying already?
Existing front door, it's just a bit dirty, but everything's passed, there's no seals gone, so it's just getting broken down, sanded down, repainted, resealed, just so it's pretty much brand new.
Let's come into the kitchen to start with then.
So, bit of a showpiece, I suppose. We hit that other switch, we'll get the wee cupboard lights on and stuff, make it look good. That's the one. So, like the front door outside, the wall was roughly where I'm standing here. You used to open a door this way, which brought you into a little hallway here, which was literally, like I say, they bring the bins from back to front. In there was like a little coal shed and just a complete open area. It was like bikes and stuff stayed in there. So we took this wall down, jumped the kitchen right across, and then created a new doorway to go into here, which you'll then see.
I think it's probably worth mentioning this point for people because Chris is super handy. Yeah. So you've been on site.
Oh, I've been on site doing a lot of works, and luckily these walls weren't supporting. So we did have the lads out. I don't put the beams in, but some of the other lads do. Luckily they weren't supporting, we didn't have to do that, so we could just knock walls down.
Yeah, and in terms of the actual kitchen unit, where was it from?
So my kitchen fitter, it's actually Like Kitchen's done this one. So I can, if you're in Belfast or wherever, I can let you know who it is, tag in it, send it. He used to just fit, now he supplies and fits, so he's done this whole thing. He came up with the concept, the design, because we wanted to keep like an area for a family to have a table in and stuff like that. So that's where that's came from.
And then rads and stuff, they all new
rads are all new. Literally everything. The house has had a complete rewire, complete replumb. Rads are all new. Every single thing is basically new. Yeah. Bar the actual building of the house.
And then we've got boilers boxed in here.
Boilers boxed in, new boiler. I have still some wee bits to do. Painter's coming next week, but yeah, everything is new, just so we can hand this over. When it goes up for sale, family can literally come in. It'll have everything, dishwasher, tumble dryer, washing machine, everything.
This previously didn't exist?
Didn't exist, so this was the alleyway, and here you had like a little coal shed, but again, brick walls, but they weren't supporting. So we knocked down the coal shed, got the utility in, and then built the downstairs bathroom. Just if you're a young family or guests over, you want a downstairs bathroom. So literally toilet and sink, and then this storage space for whatever. If you've a dog, kids, you know yourself, you can't have enough storage.
Yeah.
So that was that.
Do many other houses here have this, or do you think this is?
Not really. The ones that have this layout, people have knocked through but haven't went to the extent of doing a utility in a bathroom. I've only spoken to a couple of people now, but it's only the mid terraces. Obviously, they have the 2 doors. So I honestly don't know because I haven't seen those, but a few of them have said no, we haven't went to this extent. So it should be more inviting for a family to come in and see.
100%, and hopefully push that. And value.
Exactly.
So in terms of how much do you think this costs? Got this one?
This part just?
Yeah, just this one.
Hard to pull out. Maybe 1,500 for all that. Like everything's a few grand. That's just, if I said 3 grand to get this all built. If you already had this wall to here and you literally were putting a door on and creating this, I'd say 3 or 4 grand would probably get it done. Yeah.
And obviously you were doing the rewire and stuff anyway, weren't you? So you can.
So full rewire. While we're doing it, we've had building control coming out. So they've told us what they want. They want another smoke alarm and stuff in here. Things like that, a vent in the bathroom, just what they need. So put it all in, get it signed off. It means whoever's coming to buy it can then get the proper mortgage and everything signed off, and then their house insurance is going to be perfect.
In terms of cost of rewire?
Cost of this rewire, because we did a few extras, was about 5.5 grand.
5.5 about.
Give or take.
It's not that.
It can be done cheaper, it can be dearer, but that's just
it's the whole thing, isn't it? It's not just like standard. It's
I mean, everyone will get stuff cheaper, do things differently, but I use a certain guy, we get on well, and I get a good job out of him, and that's just our working relationship. It works for me.
All the door frames, because obviously, so Chris's background is he's a joiner. So all of these, do these all need redoing?
Where I created a doorway, like this one, the bathroom, is door frames, doorstop, new doors. All the rest have had new doors and new architrave and skirting. So there's only this one, that bathroom. Upstairs will be moved the bathroom wall, and one of the bedrooms has had a new frame. The rest are existing, just because we didn't need to. But the doors are obviously new, handles, all that stuff, all the ironmongery is new.
I'd say as well, one of the things I've started noticing a lot of people doing is, you know, the grout. People use grey now, don't they? Because it's
a lot easier to be clean, or keep clean,
which is a good
lot easier. Some people wanted lighter stuff on the floor, but you can get different grouts, and you want one that's like a sand based, because especially an area of high traffic, so coming in the front door, constantly there, into the kitchen, out to there, out to the back garden, there's going to be a lot of foot traffic, so a sand based grout will will last a lot longer, not need cleaned as much, things like that.
Which is now probably a good time to plug Chris and Adele's newsletter, which is going to be refurb based information.
It is.
Which by the time this video goes out will be made. So I'll put the link in the description below, because you get loads of tips like that from Chris and Adele. Super useful information around specific refurb stuff. So yeah, make sure you sign up to that. Right, where else can we go?
We can go.
So I suppose actually another tip as well, maybe for a flip, is what people touch and feel. Spending a bit more money.
So handles, you can get different handles and latch packs from different places, but I mean literally you can get something for 5 or 6 quid. If you spend another few pound, you can just feel the quality. Like people might say you're talking about a bloody handle. Well, that's what people are going to come in and use, like you say, touch points. Put a few extra quid in, make it look good, make it feel good, and it overall is good. So it's not going to break, you know what I mean? Kids hanging off it, whatever, get it fitted properly, and then it'll last.
Right, okay, let's go through into the living room.
Living room. So, living room has, apart from the bedrooms upstairs, has stayed the same shape. I haven't knocked anything down like I usually do, but it's had full rewire. We've added in wall lights. We've just kept them off until we get it painted, because it's just easier to nip them on after once it's painted. So, ceilings and all came down in here. They were all sagging and stuff, a bit damp. The external windows were all leaking. The gutter up the back was blocked, so it used to all run down and come into the house. We've had all the windows changed. We put a bigger radiator in. It's all replumbed and then re-skimmed, and I put a nice floor down, just a bit harder wearing. So again, downstairs, coming straight in off the street, if you come into here, it's not going to get wrecked. If you have a wee dog, it's not going to get wrecked.
Any sort of stays on radiators, mate? Obviously this is a double big room. Was this a price decision, or was it?
I don't even know the price of a single radiator. We have an extremely good plumber that we work with, so he just gives me all the guidance of what to use, what size radiator to put in, and it'll always be doubles. And he keeps me right most of the time.
It's not nice. It's a good space in it. You can also. So I imagine you're envisaging TV on the wall there.
Yeah. So just a thing. Whenever you're like doing flips, or we do some rentals and stuff and whatever, you're kind of no one thinks about it. You need to place your plumbing and sockets for the way your room's going to be laid out. So see, the likes of us doing a bedroom, we'll say right, the bed's here. We'll have a socket, simple one in the living room. Like right, a socket in the corners. People might want a wee lamp, a wee table with a lamp. Socket up high, put the TV on the wall, just things to think about. Just picture yourself in your own house. What would you like to have? What would be nice? And then put it in.
Well, even here I'm looking double sockets, double, you know, plenty of sockets.
Every room I usually go a socket in every corner, every bedroom socket in every corner, and then one up high for the likes of a TV or something like that.
Yeah, some really good tips. And then skirting board.
Skirting board's really simple in here, square edge stuff. It actually isn't the cheapest compared to some of the other, but seems to be more modern, clean lines.
Yeah,
I got it. I spoke to an agent and said, look, we usually do the kind of OG effect, but he said, look, everyone's going clean lines, so yeah, we've never used square edge, usually has a wee design in it, but we've done it this time and it should look good. There's some surprises with the paint. And this one that we're going to try again, we like to do it a wee bit different, so we'll see how it pops.
And then I assume joinery stuff, that was all you, did all that stuff?
Joinery stuff's all me, yeah, majority of it. Yeah, I'll come in and just do the rip it at the start, first fix joinery, second fix I'll come and do, things like that, but the rest of it is all the lads I work with and stuff. But yeah, we've all worked together for a few years, so we know how it all goes.
No, the dance, nice, okay. Let's head upstairs. How long did all the replastering take?
Plastering, probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks for the whole place. There was a bit of replasterboarding upstairs, downstairs, the ceilings, so it took a bit longer. The walls weren't the best. Some of the older house, the walls aren't as straight or level, so they build it out and make it as good as it can be made, basically.
Yeah, these are nice.
Yeah, we've done
nice
the
touch as
wall
well.
lights. It's another wee effect. Just Sparks don't always love me for it because they have a whole lot of tracking to do, digging it all out. But it's a nice finish. We have them in our house, and it just sets the place off at night time. Sitting having a wee glass of wine, all the main lights off, the wee glow off them. It's just nice. Romantic, if you want to say.
Yeah.
First bedroom.
Okay, it's probably similar to the living room, I'd imagine.
Similar, yeah. Again, only the window got changed. It was a bit damp. They had it was like tiled windowsill even for a bedroom. Stripped it all out. Ceiling came down in here as well. Yeah. New ceiling up, spotlights in, replumbed, rewired, new doors. It'll get nice carpet down, and it'll be a nice warm, cozy bedroom.
Yeah, it's nice. And then you got some storage in here.
Little storage area, yeah. It's not the best, but it's something. You can store something, kids' toys or whatever it may be in there. Yeah. It's a wee extra.
And then all the doors, all new as well.
New doors. Yeah. Throughout the house, all the doors are the same. All the handles are the same. Hinges are the same. There's no regs or anything. It's just a standard house that we have to adhere to. So yeah, that's it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the biggest room.
So this is the biggest room, yeah. Master bedroom. Yeah. Unfortunately, no ensuite, but with the house, you're kind of stuck with size. So again, we just thought, right, sockets in most of the corners. Not that one behind the door, one here, two here. We thought, right, where's the bed gonna sit?
Go there.
Bed will be here nicely. So again, not like sort of like a hotel feel. You'd be in bed. You can turn the wee fancy wall lights on, get the main lights off, and then you have your sockets for your wee bedside cabinets. Yeah. And then wardrobes and stuff we imagine over there, so no socket, but yeah, trying to make it sitting nice. We've had advice from people who stage their houses and stuff, what way to lay it out, and then off the back of that we've then done this. You know, it's not for everybody, but the way we do it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the back end it's going to be worth it. And then if we just maybe look out the window in the garden. So what's the plan here?
We haven't attacked this yet, but literally at the very bottom I've cut a gate. We have to get a post and stuff in, create a wee path down there, just literally so they can bring the bins out. We're going to just take the grass right down, cut the hedge right back, power hose and clean everything, so it's a blank canvas for someone. Yeah. I mean, we could put loads into the back garden and someone might not like it, so it'll be clean, it'll be secure for kids, dog, whatever, and then someone can literally do whatever they need to do with it. And that's that.
Brilliant. Okay. With the last bedroom,
smallest room.
We can hear one of the guys beavering away in the bathroom. So yeah, smallest bedroom. Yeah.
I suppose this would be the box room. Yeah. The box room in my house would be smaller. Still all
same.
If you were having a kids room with a single bed wardrobe, you'd plenty of space.
You could probably get a double in here actually.
Wouldn't you? Yeah. So it's been the same again. Ceiling didn't come down here. It was okay. But new window, new radiator, all skimmed, rewire, and again, it'll get a nice carpet running right through upstairs. And that'll be that done.
You guys funded this refurb investor finance?
Investor finance, the refurb,
How did that come about? How did you find them?
So we've got a couple of different people we work with, a good lot of people that follow us and basically advertise this is our next project. We're offering basically a return on investment to fund the refurb of this project, and in turn they can then come to here and see how it's done, see exactly what way to do a refurb, a rip out, things like that. So one of our clients who has invested, I'm talking to him regularly and he's basically followed this process all the way through. So it means we're doing the work, he's paying for the work, the people that own the house are happy, we're happy, he's happy, and when it goes up for sale, everyone will benefit then from the sale cost.
Nice. What interest did you agree with?
This one's 12%. 12%,
yeah. And that's all come from social media, get yourself out there?
Social media, yeah. Everyone's on social media. I get everything off social media. All the followers give me not tips, but what I put up like bathroom, should I do this, should I do that? They react to whatever. Engage, the words engage. What I should do, and then we go off that, and then put up investment terms. Some investment terms, I don't put everything up because I need to actually speak to someone, see what they're about, see what time they lend money for and things, but all social media, just putting it out there constantly.
In terms of this specific one, what have the big learnings been for you?
big learnings in this one. I think the downstairs bathroom has been the toughest bit of here, literally because I never even checked at the back for a manhole to then take the toilet out into the sewer. All manholes in this street are at the front, which then meant literally for a toilet we had to dig the trench the full length of the house and out, which took, what was it, 3 men for nearly 3 or 4 days, and it was just horrendous to get that out. But again, kept building control here, asked them what exactly we want, because there's a certain distance of a run of a sewer, you need to do different things, so got them involved, and then we just did it. But probably thinking about downstairs bathrooms is a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's a serious graft to get that done.
Yeah.
Serious. Other than that, I can't think of any big learnings. It's been pretty straightforward. The damp issues at the back, I suppose, where the windows were leaking and the gutters, you had to actually, if it hadn't rained heavy, we wouldn't have noticed.
You wouldn't.
Half of it.
Yeah.
So you actually have to get up and look behind the gutter and see the roof felt that was kind of eroded away, which needed fixed and replaced. If we hadn't got up and actually inspected that, then that would have been missed. Yeah. And then family would have moved in, and next thing the walls are getting damp.
Yeah, you've replastered everywhere and then you get damp.
Exactly, so you just have to check all this stuff, but it just comes with experience and knowing, having like a basic checklist you'll do anyway to say, right, we'll sign this off if this is good. Yeah. And then let building control know, they'll sign it, and then that's it. That's signed property. You don't want to hand something over and then next thing everyone's put their money into it to buy it on a mortgage and something's wrong. That's not how we do things.
No. In terms of numbers for the refurb then, so obviously you've been managing it, doing a lot of the work. Where are you sort of at with it? Where do you think it'll come at?
It's maxing out, this one's probably going to be 46k. Okay. And we put a bit of extra work into it, a bit of extra bits here and there, bathroom slightly higher quality, because we're aiming for a certain market. Everyone could do things cheaper, everyone could do things faster, everyone could do it different. This is just the way we do it, and the amount of money we want to spend to get it the way we want it to sit. Could have got a cheaper kitchen, could have got cheaper this, that and everything, but we just do it this way. We've got our model, we know what it is, and that's what we've done here. So it's a lot of money to put in, but again, we work with our investors to cover that. Client sees their house getting done and everyone's happy.
Everyone's a winner, I think that for me is about the done in the back end. You understand what you're trying to do with the back end, so that informs kitchen, bathroom, do you know what I mean? If you were just doing a buy to let, there's no way you'd do all this.
No way, no. If it was a buy to let, it wouldn't be this standard. But
even to me, I mean, the Belfast market and the market in the Northwest isn't too dissimilar. And for all the work you've done, I think it's pretty cheap. Yeah. But obviously that's not factoring in your labour. And
I know I've done a lot of labour in here. If it wasn't, probably another 6k upwards.
Another 6k, so it's over like 50. Maybe 50.
Probably over 50 if you were to get the standard, but if someone had bought here to do up perfectly the way they want to live in it, then 50k plus the price of this house isn't going above the ceiling height of what this area is anyway. So you're still well within range for a beautiful house.
You're still got to make some money. Right, let's go and look at the bathroom now.
Originally, this was 2 separate rooms. So where this towel rod was an actual door, and you used to walk into just the toilet on its own. So there was a wall literally where I'm standing. So we knocked this wall down, came into this bathroom, which was only a shower and a sink. Other than that, it was nothing. So took this one down, we broke a bit into that way, and then we've managed to get bath, shower, toilet and a nice sink in here with the large towel rod. Towel rods don't always heat the room, which is a downside, but with getting the big one, it's like a radiator. You can feel the heat in here now.
It's on now, you can feel it.
So we've done nice shower, bigger shower tray than usual, nice tiles, everything again. We finished to a high standard. The spotlights, the extractor, everything's in. So it just shows, which is good, isn't it? Just knocking that wall down has created a massive space in here.
And then in terms of these, is it deliberate? These are big. Does that save labour? Is it easy to install, or?
The other half of me, I'll pick these tiles. But in saying that, it is handier for the tiler because the tiles will be the size or slightly larger than the tray, so then it can be trimmed down and just put on. If someone's doing it, it could be cheaper labour just to do that instead of doing like brick tile subways. They've obviously to lay that all out, strike your lines, get it level, get it perfect, which is more labour intensive. So these ones will be slightly cheaper to fit, but that's not the reason we've done it. We just like the design of them, like the effect.
Yeah, especially for the flip, it definitely looks good.
And our own ones, we've done subways and things, but it's a different style of house, different strategy, so yeah.
And then obviously you're just using this as a bit of a splashback around the bath and the shower.
Splashback
instead of doing everything.
Yeah. Doing that, get the rest painted. We were going to tie it right up, but it might not be for some people. You can still do that after. So we've just done enough to keep it in, keep it watertight, keep it in good quality, and go from there.
And then was this all sourced by your plumber, or did you source this?
Yeah, so the plumber literally does all of it for me. He's got his own supplier. I sit down with him, we go through what we want, what we don't want. He'll come back to me, right, we'll do this, and then he sources it, gets it, brings it down, fits it, and everything's done. No issue.
Brilliant.
Top job.
Yeah. It's nice. It's good size bathroom for the house, and
it is.
Bath, shower, a couple of kids. That's good. Yeah. Especially for kids. I mean,
you need the bath when you have kids, don't you?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
We've learned that recently.
Yeah. Nice.
That.
Yeah. Anything else about the project? project?
No, I suppose it's all well and good seeing all the new stuff, but you still got to remember, get in the roof, check the roof, see if there's leaks, check everything. We took an old soil stack out, the old cast iron one, and it was going out through the roof. So you've got to remember, you take that out, it'll affect that roof tile. Yeah. So you got to get a roofer or get up there and fix that. Stop leaks, don't want any damp coming in. Make sure the ventilation in the roof is still good. All this work, all this new plaster, tiling, it'll create a lot of moisture that's going up there. You want to make sure it's going out and there's no mold and stuff that's starting to happen up there or whatever. So just make sure ventilation, honestly, it's key. It's massive or you'll get mold, a lot of mold. Even just black standard mold, you just windows on the hook and all, just constantly let the place breathe when you're working on it, or it will just backfire.
Some more belts and refurb tips. Insulation in the loft, have you done that?
We're doing it after,
at the end.
Once all this is done and a lot of moisture's out, then we'll insulate it. So 300mm insulation will be the standard for building control to sign off.
That's a good tip, that. Do the insulation at the end, everything out, let everything breathe. Yeah.
And not fiberglass, we use the wood because fiberglass is horrible.
Yeah. We did that in our buy-to-let. Yeah. Nice.
So that's this one. We're nearly there. Probably 2 weeks off, and that'll be hopefully going on the market.
Nice. So anyone wants to connect with Chris and Adele, I'll put their details in the description below. We'll have the newsletter live by the time this video goes live. I'll make sure of it. So sign up to that because there'll be more refurb tips like Chris has just mentioned there. And yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Nice.